User disconnected from your channel.
Alright, so I want to do a quick video here on another build that I've used in the DZ and Underground. It's a fun little build. It's kind of situational, depends on your group setup, depends on your group makeup, etc., and how well aware everybody is. It can be a pretty insane build when it comes to PvP or PvE, like I said. So the build's based off of a Sentry build, so 5-piece Sentry preferably. You could do it with 4-piece Sentry, you could do it with like a Vigorous chest and Decisive gloves. You could even do 5-piece Sentry with just Vigorous if you wanted. However, for like this, demonstration, etc., I'll probably throw Vigorous on to show you. But currently I have 5-piece Sentry with Decisive gloves, and of course Decisive gloves are headshots with sidearm, deal 25% more damage. It's probably good to make note that this does not affect the sidearm shotgun, in case I know a lot of people, think it would. Anyway, so this is the gear. Nothing too like super special. A lot of it's kind of lower end gear. I'm missing a lot of stats. Of course, you'd probably preferably want to have ballistic shield items or pulse items or something like that. Skill power on the mask, of course. Crit damage knee pads. Pretty much the same Sentry build from my other video. Just with the gloves being changed and a Sentry chest. And of course, all my mods are main stat skill power, and you can balance them how you see fit. Main weapons don't really matter too much in this build. You can use whatever you want because you're not going to be using them too much unless you're in cover. Of course, the pistol does matter. Right now, I was using this for PvP. I re-rolled a first wave X45 to brutal instead of responsive, thinking that it would do more damage. And the brutal first wave X45 definitely did not do as much damage as responsive. I think I might have the same pistol, so I'll go grab it here in a minute just to show you the difference. Brutal with the Sentry set gave me an extra 38% headshot damage, but responsive still outdid it. The weapon damage is still crazy powerful. With the set I have on right now, not even fully maxed out, buffed out, etc., I was able to hit for 1.3 million headshots on NPCs in Underground. That was a while back, actually. I haven't ran this build for a little while now. Now, for PvP, Expert's really nice when you get them down that last little bit because they don't have all the armor like NPCs do. However, if you're using this build for PvE, you'd want to switch to like a different pistol, like with responsive and deadly or responsive brutal or something like that. And of course, a special note here, you definitely want to use a first wave X45, not the regular X45s. The regular X45s, I'm not sure if it's intended or an issue or what, only have 10 rounds in the magazine. You want that extra 5 rounds. Another special note too, this build makes high use of having a repeater macro, whatever you want to call it, which is allowed. We even went out of our way to make sure and confirm with Hamish that it is allowed to do. So it's fine. Like, the only thing Hamish said about it was that he thinks that it's kind of cheesy. That's personal preference, though. But anyway, so mods on the weapon are, kind of how you seem fit. Right now I have a crit chance, weapon damage, and a laser pointer that you can craft. It's about the only underbarrel you can get really right now. Anyway, as you can see, my DPS with my sidearm is 215. I have a little bit more firearms than I would like in this build, but you're going to have a shield in front of you, so it doesn't really matter. Now, with skills, we're going to have Pulse on just to show you the damage with Pulse up. These different shields. The Assault Shield will give you the most damage increase for your pistol. It will also give you knockback increased accuracy, faster reload speed, and increased damage. So you get 10% damage resistance, 20% damage increase. Now, I want to say this goes up to 30 and this goes up to 15 max. The more skill power you have, the more skill attributes you have. This will go up to, what is it, 500k I think it is. Now this shield will pulse the target who's shooting you. However, it has the most health, but the least amount of damage increase. You still get the damage resistance though. This one will heal you as you take damage intake. It's in between these two for health, and it's in between these two when it comes to damage. This one gives you 5, and with my skill power right now, this one gives you 5% damage increase, this one gives you 10, this one gives you 20. So preferably you'd want to go with this one. However, if your shield will break pretty quickly, you have to be careful of that. There was something else. Oh, smart cover. Originally we had tested smart cover on a ballistic shield in underground, and it did not seem to work. However, in the dark zone, we retested it again. If you have a player shoot smart cover at your shield, you will be able to move. If you move areas, right? If somebody shoots trapper on your shield and move areas, and once you pull your shield back out in front of you, with the, as long as smart cover didn't go down and as long as you didn't get rid of your shield, once you put your shield back out in front of you when you're done running, smart cover will move with you. So if you're pushing up on somebody with your shield and you have trapper on it, trapper will move onto them. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't expect that. A lot of people usually push toward a shield user thinking, well, it's a shield, I'll just get behind him, no big deal. The amount of damage you can put out with this, with a pistol, especially with a repeater macro setup, is insane. I've melted people extremely, extremely quick. Yeah, other than that, I mean, you want to make sure you have a pulse, a heal, whatever. If you're using Vigorous, you can use booster shot instead. And of course, you can use a damage sig too if you really want to. Talents are pretty much the same. You can use tech support or whatever you want to do. On the move is nice because to use your shield, you're going to be out in the open moving. So it can be nice if you're clearing NPCs with it. One is none is kind of nice too. But it's really up to you what you want to do with these. There was something else about the set that I wanted to point out, but I can't remember what it was currently. We can take a peek at my stats real quick. This is with my M1A out though. So right now we have 14% crit chance, 83% crit damage, 55% crit or headshot damage. My stats could be bugged. I've been logged in. I haven't relogged, but I'm not sure. Actually, the sidearm damage changed once I put it back on for 245. Now we're doing with 3 stacks. We're doing 86,000, 159,000 crits. Right now, we pull out our shield. We're doing 183 and 102. That's a lot of damage. 187, sorry. Okay. Now we're going to pulse and see what the damage goes up to. 281. Okay. That's on a target dummy. You know what I mean? That's quite a bit. Now, there's going to be a lot of factors that can change that, like booster shot, if you pop in and out of smart cover. It actually feels like it's hitting for less than usual. Yeah, it actually almost feels like I might be bugged. I don't know. Anyway, the build definitely does work. Like I said, I've done insane amounts of damage with it. It does seem like there's something weird with my character currently, so I don't know if it is or not. Either way, the gear and stuff will still work. Now, was it again? Let me see. 281 crits. Okay. Now, let's say we drop these two Sentry gloves. And we'll switch this to a Vigorous chest. Throw this one on real quick. Now we're doing 240. Oh, this is not... Never mind, I forgot. I have Vigorous on. Rip. Need to put booster shot on. Durr. Come on. Alright. We got our shield out. Oh, come on. There we go. 172, I think it was. Yeah, something like that. Now, mind you, of course, you still have a pulse as long as somebody in your group's running it. Now, let's say we dropped both of them and threw on the Decisive gloves instead. Now we're doing 190. So, I mean, there's you know, there's ways you could work around it, however you want to do it. We'll put our other chest piece back on, and then we'll go grab the other pistol to go over that real quick. Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, let me go grab the other pistol so I can show you the difference of that real quick. And of course, if you find any other first wave X45s, you can always just, you know, most of them are pretty easy to find because as long as they have higher damage, they can be an upgrade. Do I have it on me? Yeah, this is one I have for clearing NPCs, Brutal Destructive. Do I have it? Oh no, I might have broke it down. I think I broke it down. Rip. But yeah, as you can see here, this has 15 bullets, right? I saved this just to show it. Now it has 10. The X45s you don't want. Let me go back and tag the target one more time just to make sure, see if anything changed with the damage. Yeah, see, something's being a little weird with the damage, I'm pretty sure, because unless maybe I messed up a mod, I am hitting for more damage now. No, I was at 254 before. Yeah, something's a little weird right now. Yeah, 292. But yeah, the build is really nice. The shield can be really powerful. Like I said, most people don't expect somebody with a shield to come out. It's a build that I was playing around with for quite a while and wasn't sure how it would turn out, but it turned out really well. A lot of people stay behind me when I use the build in PvE when we're clearing underground, and you know, most things focus on me, so I take the burn of the shots. You can also roll pistol damage. You want pistol damage on your Decisive gloves, of course. You can roll pistol damage on your holster if you wanted, and like roll armor on something else, or you know, it's up to you. There was one more thing that what was it? There was something else I was gonna mention that was kind of important. Oh. Okay. There is an issue with the shield. A lot of times if you pull your shield out like this and you're running back and forth and stuff, sometimes you will just randomly, your shield will just vanish. And it will show that it's not on cooldown, and when you try to pop it out again, it'll just go away instantly. When that happens, your shield is still technically in front of you. It's still technically out. So if you want it to go away so you can recast it again, what you have to do is you have to go up to some NPCs or something and let them shoot you in the front, and you'll notice like bullets aren't actually hitting you, it's hitting your fake shield that's there. So eventually it will break. You have to be careful when it does break, because I do notice that's like a weird influx of damage sometimes when it happens. But once it does break, you know, there's be a little bit of a cooldown phase, and then you'll be able to recast it again to fix it. It can be kind of fun because a lot of people, like, sometimes it'll bug on their end too and they won't see it. When that does happen, it will allow you to switch to your shotgun or whatever you have in your main weapons. However, when you do switch to your main weapons, it will not allow you to actually... when you do switch to your main weapons and you shoot something, you won't get any hit markers. Like, you'll see the bullets travel and actually hit them, but you won't actually get any damage. So, like I said, the only way to really fix it is take bullets in front, or you can walk around like that and, you know, you'll still get the damage increase and all that from the shield. You can just use your pistol, you know what I mean? Yeah, hopefully, you know, that covered most of the aspects of the build. There's probably a couple things that I might have missed, optimization-wise, etc. But yeah, if you have any questions with it, stop by the stream or leave a comment, a like, etc. I definitely appreciate it. Thanks.